I'm telling you, they got some explaining to do. Can't make this shit up. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Retro Hoop Collectibles. I was literally outside this morning, washing up my wife's truck, and which is why I'm like half dirty. I got this old tatty shirt on, so I'm usually better looking than this, but I had this is the beauty of why I love doing what I do, because I come in here and I pull this stuff up and I talk about it. This is going to be one of those ones where I'm going to be very interested to see what the PSA fanboy, I don't want to call y'all fanboys. Y'all aren't fanboys. You guys are loyal PSA patrons. That's what I'll call you, loyal PSA patrons. I have to say about this one. I've said this several times throughout the last couple of weeks. I'd say maybe the last 5 or 6 weeks, as PSA began to ramp up production, and as we started to see the number climb and climb on a weekly basis of how many cards they're cranking out. If you're interested, I do it every Wednesday. Every Wednesday I drop a video that tells those of you who watch how many cards were graded that week or the previous week. And we have watched that number go from 119,000 to just shy of 200,000 cards a week. PSA has gone as far as to even talk about it on their website. They're very proud of it, and they should be, from a production standpoint and from a sheer manufacturing, logistics, operational standpoint. Doubling your output in less than 6 months is a pretty big thing. It's a pretty big deal. It's very hard to do. The problem is that when you don't do it right, one of two things is going to happen. Either, one of two things is going to happen. Either you're going to be putting out some really terrible product, or what's going to happen is that you're going to crank out, you're going to spend a lot of money trying to support that growth, right? So either you're staffing up like crazy, or you're just working the people that are currently there harder, faster, and hopefully you're doing that because you've gained some efficiency in your process. Now, if you didn't do that, then what ends up happening is you end up putting out a shit product, okay? Now, you guys know I have my issues with PSA. I have no bones about it, right? I don't like what they've been doing for the last 18 months. I think they've been absolutely terrible. Part of that has to do with the fact that they've been holding on to my Akeem Olajuwons for almost a year now, and I'm not happy about it. But I'm not the only one in that boat. Here's the problem, okay? I apologize to the person that sent this to me, because I was trying to look for your DM or your message or whoever it was that sent it to me. If I find it, I'll give you the proper, proper credit. This is a 2006 Upper Deck Legends number 3 Barry Sanders Hall of Fame PSA 10 being sold by 4 Sharp Corners. I just realized the irony in all of that. 4 Sharp Corners. Now, mind you, 4 Sharp Corners, I've bought from them several times. I've purchased several cards from them several times. They are a great outfit. Turnaround time is amazing. The irony here, though. Okay, so look at that corner there. Let me see. Can we open image in a new tab? There we go. Look at that. Look at that right there. Look at that. I mean, come on, people. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? I don't know what to tell you, man. I really don't know what to say about that. That is quite possibly one of the most egregious corners. I mean, just, that's a terrible corner. I just don't know what to say about that, right? It's a Gem Mint 10. How do you give that a Gem Mint 10? Right? Somebody, it's clearly labeled correctly, right? This is the card, 2006 Upper Deck Legends, Barry Sanders. I can't verify the number because I don't see the back of the card, but To give it a Gem Mint 10 grade, I mean, this isn't even something that you can say is correct. That's not right. It's not like it's centering where there's, you know, some, you know, there's some give there, right? A 45-55, 40-50 is still, or 40-60 is still, you know, within spec, you know, all that kind of stuff. That is just bad. That is just so bad. That's bad. But again, this is what happens whenever you're cranking out 200 cards. You guys can't see that, sorry. This is what happens when you're cranking out 200,000 cards a week. It's not that right now. It's closer to like 170, 180. But at one point, they got up to like 196,000 slabs in 1 week. And the problem is that this is in their pop report as a PSA 10, right? It's in their pop report. It's going to go down in the history books as a PSA 10. Now you understand the irony of this card being sold by 4 sharp corners. I don't know what to say here other than buy the card, not the grade. Hopefully this one's like that bad to where people are like, that is not a 10. This is ridiculous. But this one was recently graded. I mean, look at the number. Look at the serial number. It starts with a 6. Okay. This one was recently graded within the last couple months, probably. And I don't know. I think this is ridiculous. The problem is that somebody's going to look at this card. Let's say you were looking for this card and you really wanted to buy this card. You're going to look at this card and you're going to go, oh, sweet. 2006 up. Oh, yeah, you know what? I've been looking for one of those. PSA 10, got to be fine. It's got to be good. It's PSA 10, right? It's PSA 10. It's PSA 10. Got to buy it. Buy it now. Boom. Then you get it, and you're going to be highly disappointed. Highly disappointed. And who's to blame, really, for this, honestly? You know? We can make arguments about PSA 9s that should have been 10s, PSA 8s that should have been 9s. You know, that kind of thing. But this one's a hard evidence that they're not looking at cards over at PSA. Nobody's looking at cards. I'm going to say nobody. Let me stop right there. Whoever graded this card did not look at this card. Right? Whoever graded this card didn't look at this card. Now, I don't know what their process is, but let's say that it was given a PSA 10 grade. And then they print out the label, and then the label goes off to get slabbed. It fell at some point and got dinged on that corner, clearly. Is it the person who is going to put the slab together? Is it their responsibility to look that card over again? I don't know. I don't know their process. But one of the things that I always preach in my day job is that quality is the responsibility of everybody in that building. So even if the slab guy, the slabber, even if it's not his responsibility to grade a card, he can see that that's about to be a PSA 10 when it's clearly not a PSA 10. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? If something this egregious gets past them, then what about some of the small stuff that clearly should be factored in, but maybe it doesn't? Can you trust the PSA 10 to be a PSA 10, to be a gem mint card? Not according to this, you can't. I'll leave y'all with that. Let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know, do you feel like this is just, hey man, this is just a product of them cranking out cards? Does this scare the shit out of you? Because it scares the shit out of me. If I had upwards of 100 cards out in PSA right now getting graded, which some of you do. Some of you got in before the price hike at $9 a card, and you sent in hundreds of cards. And the people that are grading those cards are the same people that graded this card. Are you going to get a fair grade? You think so? Who knows? All right. That's going to do it. I appreciate y'all watching. Been a little slow on the videos these last couple weeks. I had a lot going on. I'm gonna try to get back on it. I got a bunch of things in the pipeline. I got a bunch of items for sale right now on my eBay page. I'm gonna put up some more. I'm trying to do a little bit of thinning the herd, so I can kind of go after some new stuff that I'm got my eye on. Slab torture tests on the way. We're gonna do it for every major grading company. We're gonna test every aspect of the slab, and we're gonna see who's the toughest. That should be fun. Also, we're going to take a deep dive into labels. Okay, we're going to do some real comparison of the labels for each of these big companies, of the major four. Major four, I'll say. PSA, BGS, SGC, and CGC, CSG, CGS, CS. You guys know what I'm talking about. The comic book company that started grading baseball cards. I think those four are the major players, I would say. Coming in at a very close second is HGA, which is kind of in a realm of their own at the moment. And then there's a handful of like really interesting boutique graders, as we'll call them. Stay tuned. Love y'all. Peace.